How would I say hello to somebody? As if I don't meet like a billion people a day. That's actually so funny. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing my story with you and things that I'm passionate about so you can get to know me a little bit better. So my story basically is that I went on a missions trip to Tijuana, Mexico, my junior year of high school, and that trip completely wrecked me. And while I was there, I soon discovered that I was supposed to pursue life as a missionary. So with that, I was scared to death because I could not picture myself living in the jungle of Africa. So I began praying about it and praying for a country, and slowly but surely I got Sweden. And so with that, I discovered an organization called Surfing the Nations because my Bible study leader told me that they had a base in Sweden. So with that, I packed my bags and I left for Hawaii for a month. And 3 days into that trip, I soon discovered that they didn't even have a base in Sweden. They just had hopes and dreams for that. So you can imagine that I felt a little disappointed and kind of confused on why I was there. I couldn't see the big picture in all of it. So I went into all-night prayer, kind of with a somber attitude because I just didn't understand like what was happening in my life and why I was supposed to be there. So I began praying about that with others, and then I noticed that there were maps of different places all over the room, and I saw a map of Europe. So I walked over to the map and I began writing like, I know that I'm supposed to go here and help the refugees because I know God has called me here and I know He has. And I signed it and I left. And then 2 days later, they called together a meeting and announced that they were launching their first international base and that it was going to be in Sweden. And I just remember all of the emotions that I was feeling that day. And I just think it's such a testimony to stay encouraged and like the power of prayer, because like no matter what we're going through, like we might not be able to understand like what's happening while we're going through it, but if we keep praying about it, like God's gonna deliver and like He's gonna show us like what He's actually doing in our life. And I just wanted to encourage anybody with that if you're going through anything, and hopefully my story can shed light onto your own. With all that being said, I have the opportunity to actually go to Sweden and serve for 3 months on a missions trip, and this is something I'm so passionate about because, like I said, it's something that I've been praying about for a really long time. And while I'm there, I have the opportunity to just love on people and share the gospel and talk with refugees and hear their stories and cry with them and pray with them and just impact that country with God's love. And I also like feel so strongly about going on this mission as well, because every time I go on a mission trip, my dad has told me that his cancer has come back, and every time that I went on a mission trip it was worse. So when I applied for Tijuana, my dad sat me down and told me that his cancer came back and he was stage 3 lymphatic melanoma cancer. And that was the day of my interview for my trip. And I just remember one of the questions in the interview was, what is one setback that would cause you from not wanting to go on this trip? And in that moment, I instantly was like, my dad. Like, I don't want to go and leave him. But I went and I completely trusted that God was going to take care of my dad. And then when I applied for Hawaii, before I left and before I graduated high school, my dad sat me down and told me that he was now stage 4 terminal cancer. And again, I just remember wanting to cancel my flight to Hawaii. I didn't want to go at all. And I trusted that God was going to take care of me, and I trusted that He was going to take care of my family, and He has. And although my dad isn't perfectly cancer-free yet, like he's progressing, and like God is taking care of him. And I know that when I leave for Sweden for 3 months, like, and I step out into that unknown of what's going to happen, like God is going to calm any storm that's going on in my life, and He's going to calm that chaos and calm every fear and doubt that I have, and He's gonna lead me in a path of light and show me like this is His plan for me and this is what He has for me. And I'm just so excited to go on this journey, and I just wanted to share it with you all. I'm so excited for this new season in my life, and I'm so excited for this trip that I'm about to go on. And I want you guys just as excited about it as I am. So if you feel compelled at all to donate to me, please do. Don't feel like this, you have to feel obligated to donate to me at all. Any little bit helps. But if you can't support me financially, your words, your encouragement, your prayers, they mean just as much. Telling others about it and getting them to pray for me also helps. I also have a really fun fundraiser going on right now. I'm selling bracelets from the Philippines. They're really cheap and really cute. You can contact me if you want to know more about those. I also have keychains, and so that's a really good fundraiser because 50% goes back to the Philippines and 50% helps support my cause. So you're basically getting a double whammy with that. But I just wanted to thank you all for your time, thank you all for your prayers, and all your encouraging words, and I really appreciate you all and for allowing me to be vulnerable and share my story. And I love you all, so have a good rest of your week.